The flying socks. Frank and Leo sat digging at a medieval site. The two middle-aged men had been digging for almost a year with no end in sight. They're part of an archaeological dig. It wasn't long before Leo and Frank find an old metal box. In it, they are amazed to find two pair of very old, strong socks. They take the socks home, and as a joke one day decide to put them on. Time passes, and the socks are tossed aside. Finally, one day, they decide to try the socks on again. And with a magical word, the socks begin to make magic. They begin to dance around a house and laugh and giggle. Suddenly, Frank zips across the floor and steps and goes right out onto the mud. He looks at his socks and wonders what they are made of. They must be very old. So he must think of a new plan. He decides to keep his socks as a treasure and wonders about what they can do. One day, out of the blue, he says to himself, "Wouldn't it be nice if I could take a long trip? Maybe go across the ocean somewhere. Maybe I could even go to Amsterdam." And with a word, he flies down the steps, up a telephone pole, down a street, across the wires of the telephone poles, all the way to the ocean. He speeds across the ocean, flip-flopping and skipping around boats and all kinds of activity in the harbor, and keeps right on going in the ocean. He doesn't seem to be able to stop. Finally, he gives up trying to understand, and he falls asleep. And he wakes up on the shore of Amsterdam. There he is on the beach and having a good time, enjoying the sun. It's hard to believe he's actually there, he thought. Well, Leo has been enjoying his socks. He walked around to all the shops in Amsterdam, had a wonderful breakfast, and talked to many people. Soon the sun sets and Leo goes back to the beach. With a word, he says home, and the socks skim all the way across the ocean and all the way back home. They must have traveled very fast, because by sunup he was home, sliding and slipping all the way to his house, into his kitchen and onto his bed. The socks must be exhausted, he said. He takes the socks off and puts them in a drawer, and marvels at the wonderful adventures that he has. The end.